So the number one rule when it comes to figuring out how to train as an older guy is just accept that you can't train like a younger guy. And in this video, I'm going to explain the mistakes that we make when we try and train like dumb teenagers and how to actually work out as an older guy to stay in shape, retain strength and muscle, and still make progress. Hi, I'm Chris from Over 40 Freaking Awesome, where I help guys over 40 look and feel freaking awesome without turning life upside down. If that sounds like the type of content you need, click subscribe. I want to explain the mistakes that we make as older guys in our 40s, 50s, or whatever beyond when we're trying to get in shape. And that's what stops us making progress. I am a father of 3. I have 2 teenage sons who are 15 and 16, and they have started to work out. And I see them making the same mistakes that I made really at their age, but that's okay. They're young. They can mess around in the gym, make it up as they go along, and that's fine. They have time to figure this out. You and me, we don't have time. The clock is ticking and we want to get in shape and we just can't train the way younger guys do. What I don't want to happen is you keep on plugging away in the gym doing dumb stuff the younger guys do and you make no progress, and you then end up thinking, well, I'm too old for this. It's too late. My time has passed. I have peaked. There's no point turning up at the gym. There's absolutely a point of turning up at the gym. We can certainly keep making progress on our age, but we just need to stop making a few dumb mistakes. So let's look at 3 of the main mistakes that we make as older guys when we're trying to get in shape and what to do instead. Mistake number 1 is trying to train like a power lifter. Now, to get back to my teenage sons, they come home from the gym and they say, I lifted 60 kilos or 130 pounds one time. Or I did 2 reps with some other big ass weight. Fine, that's great. They're messing around. They're competing with their friends. When you get to our age though, who are you competing with? Why are you trying to lift ever heavier weights for 1 to 3 reps, putting yourself in danger of injuring yourself and needing a lot of time to recover? Because ultimately, I'm going to go on the limb here. I think you probably are training just to look good, to look decent and feel fit and strong. You don't necessarily get that by training like a powerlifter. Just have a look at powerlifters' physiques for a start. What you want to do is, instead of training in that 1 to say 3 or 4 rep range, start training in the 6 to 20 rep range, because that puts the muscles under tension for long enough to initiate muscle growth and to help you look good as you get older. But I understand that you want to feel strong, and that's fine, but let's just up the reps to the 6 to 8 rep range. Believe me, if you can deadlift 300, 400 pounds for 6 to 8 reps, you are a strong guy, and you have not put your body in too much danger of getting injured by trying to lift super heavy for super low reps, and you will look and feel great and not beaten up all the time. Then mistake number 2 that we make when we're trying to get in shape as older guys is a chaotic approach to working out. You rock up at the gym, you're not really sure what you're going to do, you end up choosing that machine because it's available, or you skip squats because you're just not feeling it today, because who wants to do squats? This chaotic approach is fine for younger guys. Again, they have testosterone, have energy to burn, they can make mistakes and do whatever they want and still make progress. Us guys in our 40s, 50s and beyond cannot keep faffing around in the gym doing whatever we want, whatever we're in the mood for, and expect to make progress. You need a plan. Fail to plan, plan to fail. Plan your weekly workouts. Then when you're there, you're tracking them religiously. You need to be able to compare like with like. Last time I did X for Y reps, so this time I'm going to try and add a rep, or I'm going to add 5 pounds to the weight. You need to know what you're going to do before you get to the gym, and then you need to actually do it when you're in the gym instead of making up your workouts on the fly. But I get it. Sometimes you want a wee bit of variety in your workouts and you don't want to plan things. Sometimes you're in the mood for one thing and you're not in the mood for other things. That's fine, but you build that into your workouts. So throw in a joker exercise. At the end of every workout, just do a random exercise that you're in the mood for. Or if you're training, say 3 or 4 times a week, have a complete joker workout. You just make that workout up as you go along to bring up a lagging body part or to do something you're in the mood for, but at least you're nailing your other workouts that you have planned and you're sticking to. And then the third mistake is we need to have a training quality over quantity attitude. Getting to the gym, getting the work done and getting out. We only do as much as we need to do to move the needle a little bit. We don't want junk volume where we add in 5 or 10 sets of exercises just to make us feel like we've worked hard enough. Because the danger when we get to our age is that we need longer recovery times. We start to get sorer the day after. We start to feel beaten up if we're training too frequently and too hard. So by all means, train hard, but give yourself time between workouts to recover. 3 workouts of 45 minutes where you're pushing yourself is fantastic. That is much better than 5-hour-long workouts where you're going through the motions, doing jump volume unnecessarily, thinking that you're working harder. We're not teenagers anymore, but ultimately, would you want to be? For example, my kids now have video evidence of them being assholes. Nothing exists showing me being an asshole in the 80s and 90s. This is fantastic. I could pretend that every girl I kissed was phenomenal looking and I never made an asshole of myself when I was drunk. Happy days. Just because we're no spring chickens anymore doesn't mean we can't get in shape. We can build strength, muscle and fitness by working with our body and not against it. By planning our workouts in advance, by having a quality over quantity approach when we do get to the gym, and by training in a way that helps us improve our body shape and stay fit and strong. And that doesn't involve doing dumb stuff with overly heavy weights, like I said. If you need a workout program that is aligned with what I've just talked about, click in the description for the Dad Bod Overhaul workout program. It's completely free and it will help you get your ass in shape in your 40s, 50s and beyond. Please click like if you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, and I'll chat to you soon, mate. Take care.